Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a video on my channel. In today's video, we will be looking at my PlayStation 5 collection. I did a video like this about 6 months ago, so this is basically a follow-on to that video. It is a complete update of the videos, of the games that I have on my channel. To start off with, we have my PS5 by here, my TV, and you can see I got the light blue custom plates as well. Moving across to here then, we have my Magna Red PS5 controller, my default white PS5 controller, and I have my God of War controller as well. And just across over to here, if I just grab it for you, I've also got my light blue controllers to match the console as well. So that's that but there. That's probably the thumbnail shot right by there as well. But you're here for games, so let's go through that as well. So my collection has grown quite a bit over the past few months. So we're going to start from left to right. So we have Plague Tale Innocence by here, which you saw previously, but now I also have Plague Tale Requiem as well, which I haven't played yet. I'm looking forward to playing it at some point in the near future. As I just get myself sat down here, because it's going to be easier to sit down and go through all of these properly. So next up we have Alan Wake, which I picked up in a 3 for 2 deal from Game a few months back. That's something I haven't played yet. It's like a psychedelic horror kind of game, but it's definitely in the backlog amongst many of the games here. We have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I bought this from Vinted for like £10 about a month ago. Haven't played it yet. I believe it does have a campaign, which I'm looking forward to. I'm much more of a single player kind of guy, so for me, I play these games for the story and the narrative rather than any of the multiplayer stuff. Next up we have Control Ultimate Edition. I haven't played this still. I said in the last update video that I had this basically for free. Long story short, I bought my PS5 from Game because I was able to pre-order it from Game. I basically got points on my loyalty card, my reward card, which allowed me to get the stand for the controllers, but they're the charge stand, and I had enough left over to get a game in the region of about £35, and this game was that price, so I got Control. Next up, we have Crusader Kings 3. This is a strategy game. I have played 3 and 2 on the PC. I wanted to get a strategy game to play on console though, because sometimes I just have that itch to play when I'm downstairs. So I've got that. And next up, we have this beauty by here. Death Stranding Director's Cut. I haven't played it yet. It's definitely in the backlog amongst all my other games. But I had to basically pick this up when I did, because this game was selling when it came out brand new for like £60 to £65. And I was looking on Game online over the holiday period, over the Christmas period, and I saw that it came down to £17.99. So I was like, yep, I'm buying that. I messaged my friend James, who has played this game, and he said it's pretty good, it's worth it, certainly at that price. So I took his advice and I bought it. So it's in the collection, it's in the backlog. Hopefully I can play this soon, or play this before the second one comes out, because they announced that recently. Next up we have Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed. I still haven't played the first one. When I say I haven't played the first one, I played it originally like 15 years ago on the original Xbox, but I haven't played the remastered version. I do have it on PS4 upstairs, but I got this as well in a pretty good deal from Game, so I've got that in the backlog as well. Next up we have Far Cry 6. Far Cry 6 I haven't played yet. From what I've seen online, it's not actually that good. Certainly not as good as previous Far Cry games like Far Cry 3 and 4. But it's there to play. I think I got this in a 3 for 2 as well, so I didn't pay much for it, but that'll just be something to play when I'm bored and I fancy playing something. We have FIFA 23, which I'm not going to go over too much. I mentioned previously that I got this because of the last FIFA game before the name changes next year, so that's why I got that. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade isn't my game, it's my wife Michaela's game. Ghost of Tsushima, what a game. This is the director's cut version. One of the best PS5 and PS4 games I've played in recent years. Thoroughly recommend this game if you have not played it. I actually played it on PS4. I didn't upgrade it, and I got the Platinum. I then traded in my PS4 copy, was able to get the PS5 copy quite cheaply, and the reason why I want to play through the game again, to experience all of that love that I had for the game when I played it last time, but also played the Iki Island DLC, which comes with the Director's Cut, which I have not played yet, so that's why I have that. Ooh, the big one. The big one. There it is. God of War Ragnarok. And of course, if I can stand it up, the controller as well. So I bought these two things separately. Well, I say I bought. I didn't actually buy God of War Ragnarok. This was a Christmas present from my wife, Michaela, so a big thank you to her for getting me Ragnarok. This is a game I'm currently playing through. I'm probably about 3 hours into the game so far. I haven't played much of it yet. Just finding the time over the Christmas period, but hopefully I can get that finished in the next few weeks. And then I bought the controller then, which I love. I really love the dark blue and the white. I like how the colours are inverted, so usually you get the darker colours on the bottom of the controller, but in this case you've got the lighter colours on the bottom. I bought this out of my Christmas money, mainly because I've never actually bought a special controller before for any console. So I said to Michaela, look, I've got 3 controllers, and she was like, do you need more? And I was like, not really, the 3 is more than enough. However, I would like to own at least one special controller for this generation, so I got that, because I love God of War, so that's what I did there. And speaking of special editions, this is a game with an interesting story. So, special edition of Gotham Knights. This is actually the Steelbook edition. If I just take the sleeve off by here, you can just see, do this one-handed, it's the Steelbook edition of the game. I went to game about 2 weeks ago, and it was the same day actually that I got Destroy All Humans 2. I was going to be, basically I had Christmas money to spend, and I was going to buy Gotham Knights because I know it had a poor release, but it's still something I wouldn't mind checking out. I enjoy Batman, I love the Batman series. I also enjoy Titans and, you know, all the characters involved with that, which many of the characters in this game are. So I wanted to pick it up. I saw that it would come down to $34.99, but and while I was looking on the shelf, I saw that they had a pre-owned copy for £5 less, so for £30. Took it to the desk, and it was just, you know, a normal cover like any of these other games I've gone through so far. And then they went by to get the game for me, and when they came back, it was the Steelbook version with the sleeve as well. So happy with that. Haven't played this yet. I know it's had a poor release, which is why it's come down a lot cheaper now, which is probably why I've picked it up when I have. But I will play it at some point. I just don't know when. Next up we have Hitman 3. Haven't played Hitman 2 or 1. I have Hitman 2 upstairs, so I'll play that first before playing this. So this is going to be deep in the backlog. Next up we have Horizon Forbidden West. This was one of the games of 2022, if I get my years right, along with God of War and Elden Ring and games like that. I played a little bit of the first game, thought it was alright. A lot of my friends said that it's a good game, you should pick it up sometime. And then I was on Vinted one evening just looking through, and I saw that somebody was selling this for £20. And I was like, that's too good of a deal to be true. So I did what any good businessman does. I tried it at offering less. I wanted to try and get it for 15. In the end, we met in the middle, and I got it for 17. If you include postage and stuff, then it would be about £20. So £20 for this from a Vinted. And it's really good quality, good cover, good disc, no scratches or nothing, so really pleased with that. Obviously, that's the risk when you do buy secondhand. We have Immortal Phoenix Risings, which I haven't played. I've mentioned this in the last video. I got this in a 3 for 2 deal. It's a Ubisoft open world game with lots of like gods and things like that in it. So it should be interesting, nice little game to play. Life is Strange True Colors, I played last time we did this video, and I got a platinum for it. Really good, would recommend. Manic Day, I also got a platinum for that. If you're looking for a bit of mindless fun for about 10 hours or so, then Man Eater is the game for you. It's pretty good, pretty fun. But don't expect, like, you know, Game of the Year quality stuff, because it's not. We have Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. This is a new game from the last video from 6 months ago. I got this about October, I think it was, when the game came out on console. I had its full release. I am addicted to this game. I love Mountain Blade. I played it on PC when it was in early access, and now I got it on console. And I have to say this now, if anyone's wondering, the console version does hold up very well. The controls do take a little bit of time to get used to, but it isn't that bad, to be honest with you, on controller. And the open world's really good. The campaign's good. It plays really well. The only issue I've had with this game is I had one crash in a battle about a few days after I started playing the game. But I was able to reload my save and it was fine. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, I mentioned this in a previous video. I want to get the platinum for this. I got 3 trophies left to get. It does mean I'm going to have to start the game again because the way trophies are tracked in this game isn't very good. So that's going to go right to the back of my backlog, even though I finished the main story. Spider-Man Miles Morales, very good game. Got the platinum, would enjoy. It's almost like a rite of passage at this point to play this on PS5. I also got the Ultimate Edition, so I played Spider-Man PS5, the one with Peter Parker and all of that. That was really good. One of the best games I've played in the last few years, definitely. This game by here is a new game in the collection as well. New Tales from the Borderlands Deluxe Edition. I got this from Game a few weeks ago. I played Tales from the Borderlands. I got it upstairs on the PS4. I got the platinum for that about 2, 3, 4 months ago now, probably. And I really enjoyed that. I love Telltale games. This actually comes with the Tales from the Borderlands code inside as well, which is quite interesting. But I've got the game physical, so that doesn't really affect me at all. But like I said, I really enjoyed this this franchise. I don't know what this game's going to be like. From what the reviews are saying, it isn't the best. That's my cat meowing, by the way. From what the reviews are saying, it's not the absolute best game. They've got different characters and stuff. So we'll have to wait and see. And if I just bring my camera just here, there he is. He wants to be in the video as well. He is interested in what games I have bought, and he is going to give you all a review score of some of these games, isn't he? So as we're moving on then, this game is Persona 5, which isn't my game. It's Michaela's game. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 was like the first or second game I bought on the PS5 after I got it. Soul Hackers 2 isn't mine. That's actually a game that I bought Michaela, so it's one of her games. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, I got the platinum for a few months ago, really enjoyed it, would recommend. Looking forward to getting the sequel, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, so that's that. Then we have Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I haven't played this in a while, but it's going to be a grind to play through all of these. I've played the prequels, and that's it so far, so I need to go back and play that sometime. Star Ocean The Divine Force is not mine. It's Michaela's game again, so that's one of hers. Next up, we have this beautiful game. I don't think this had arrived when I last did the video, and this is Stray. Little funny story. I pre-ordered this game in-game, and I went into store to pick it up on release. Went to the counter. The guy's looking at me a bit weird. I'm thinking, what's going on? What have I done? And he's like, oh, it's not actually out today. I was like, but it is. It says on like the app and everything, release date and whatever day it was. And he's like, yeah, that's on PlayStation Plus. It's digital. Physical is not out for like another 6 weeks. I'm like, what? So I had to wait to get it, which is fine. I have every trophy in this game, bar the speedrun trophy, which is fine because it only takes like 2 hours, or less than 2 hours you have to finish the game in to do it. It's a very short game, and that's my biggest criticism of Stray. Interesting to see that Stray was in a lot of Game of the Year awards categories and stuff. I think it won a couple of awards as well. It is a lovely, charming indie game. I would totally recommend. It's made by Blue 12 and Annapurna Studios. Annapurna actually worked on The Pathless, which we're going to go into a little bit later in this video. But Stray, yeah, fantastic game. I like physical games. That's why I waited a bit longer to get it and play it. But it is one of my favorite games I've played in 2022. I might do a video actually talking about that at some point, but yeah, definitely up it. We have Subnautica Below Zero, haven't played it yet. We have Tales of Arise, which is Michaela's PS4 game, but it's actually got the PS5 version. And this one by here, ooh, controversial. The Last of Us Part 1. What have I done? As Anakin and you know, if you watch Star Wars, you know. But yeah, The Last of Us Part 1, I love The Last of Us. I played the remastered on PS4 years and years ago, but it wasn't my copy. It was a work colleague's copy that I borrowed off him, and he in turn borrowed Uncharted 4 off me. And I don't like borrowing games from friends. I've done it a few times, but I hate doing it. Just having that, like, I almost feel like it's a big responsibility having someone's games in my household. It's weird. Hard to explain. So when I have a game off someone, I literally feel like I have to play through it as quickly as I can just to get the game back to them. And that's what I did. I did that with The Last of Us Remastered, and then that in turn meant that I did not get to enjoy the game as much as I was hoping for. So when they announced the remaster, or the remake rather, of this game, I thought to myself that I would love to get it and own that in my physical game collection, but it's not worth £70. So obviously I didn't pay £70, I waited a few months. And then recently I was able to get this on eBay secondhand for, I think I paid 40 for it, which is a bit more of a reasonable price. You will start to see this game come down more and more, I think, over the next 12 months. So I probably could have waited a bit longer and got it cheaper. But I got it for like half the price it's retail at now, so I'm happy with that. They have recently announced a Firefly edition, which again is just ridiculous and stuff. I don't agree with the constant remaking and repatching of games. But for this game, I'm happy to make an exception because it was one of my favourite games of all time. It still is. And I'm looking forward to the Netflix show as well. So that's The Last of Us right there. And then I mentioned Annapurna Studios. This is the Pathless. I mentioned this before, I think. But there we go. Annapurna Studios worked on this as well as Stray as well. So that's a little interesting thing there. This game I recommend if you're into like Lord of the Rings and Japanese things and you don't mind playing some indie games, then this game's amazing. I personally think this is one of the best games I've played this calendar year. It's probably in my top 5. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think I'd definitely say it's in my top 5. So that is that. I can't even get the game back in. There we go. And then on the end, then we've got Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. I got that in a deal recently as well. And there we have it, guys. So that's my PS5 collection right there. Sorry about the camera quality. I'm on my phone because I'm downstairs. And apologies about the cat as well, but he wanted to be in the video, so I'm sure you will forgive him. And then I got my headset there as well, and my little case for my wires and things, and then I've got my my little picture which covers the wallpaper, which has got like a massive rip in it from the cats. But anyway, guys, I have been Dragonheart. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.